Okay guys, hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing a game called WEALLSAYINUNISON. It's pretty old, but it's released a few times. But this is just going to be a small updated guide on how to play the game. So, if you're on PC, is R to hold out the bay. And then you can launch from there. And then you got your viewpoints, you can zoom in and look. And then most importantly, you got the bay pad, which will tell you everything you need to know. From your spin tracks, your and then it'll tell you your stats and traits. I'm not going to really go into depth on the traits because you can look at the Trello for that. The Trello, Game Link, and Discord will all be in the comments. Or not comments, but description. Same with the codes for the game. But if we start here, you would do ranked. You do that paper. And if we go over here from this area, there's a small bay shop, which you can repair your bay, and you can buy launchers and different pieces. I don't exactly remember when it resets, but it will reset once in a while. It does cost 100 bay points per part though. And as you can see, we have some battles. That is someone using rage. That is a special ability you get with the bay. So the codes would be right here. I'm going to show you what to do if you can't use codes or you don't want to. You probably won't really need to do this since the codes will boost you up enough to get your bay and special abilities. But if we go over here, there are rocks. And if you take your bay out, whoopsie, you can fight the rocks and you get XP from them.
Perfect.
As you can see, I perfect launch. That will give you a stat boost, but these are what the rocks are for. You can break them. If you're a new player, it will be a little tough. But if you follow me over here, this is where all the rocks are gonna be. So we have the gray rocks here. Then the ones after the gray rocks would be these red ones. And since you're probably not going to really be doing the red or gray rocks, there is an area over here with gold rocks if you want to use them. See, it's really not that big of a cave. Like, the rocks are okay. They're not the best. But over here, this is gonna be endgame, kind of. If you go down there, that is where Ryuga will spawn, and you can fight him. He is tough to beat though. But if you follow me up this cliff, you will find these boulders. These are after the golden boulders, I believe. So they would be the next step. But if you continue this way, you will find these stadiums, but also this parkour, kind of parkour, I guess. But once you come up here, you'll just have to do a little bit of jump, and then once you do that, you get over here, and there's a small town that has some outfits, accessories, some different clothing that'll reset once every while, and some more stuff you could wear. But down here is another set of rocks that you will eventually be able to farm. These are what you do after the boulders. Not really much to see there, but these are all the boulder spots if you want to farm them. But the last spot is probably the most annoying to go to. Or not, it's not the last boulder, but it's the second to last, because there's two more boulder spots that, I mean, the boulders are good, but probably the best way to get bay experience is battling other players. As you can see, I have a ton of battle experience, and don't mind the elo. I don't do ranked, but once you hit 17,500, you will have to rebirth to continue growing your strength, and that is when you can start getting tier 2 specials, which I can show at the end of the video. But there's also launch strength, which is kinda important. The max is 150 right now for launch strength, but it will give you more health on your bay, and in order to do that you have to time a launch correctly, and it'll make a sound saying perfect when you do. Okay, well, I guess I don't remember the way to the rocks, but this is where you would go after you get 17,500 battle experience. I don't know the required bay points, but you just go over here. You can only rebirth once, talk to him, and he'll do stuff for you. But after that, you really don't need to get battle experience, I think, because I don't really see a point after that. Okay, I guess we're gonna skip the other rock area because I don't remember where it is. But over here is probably the best spot to grind if you're just doing rocks. It has the strongest rocks, and they give the most XP. They are purple rocks, so I'm not gonna fight them, but they're all down there. And I'm just gonna do this so we can get back to spawn faster. You can buy game passes, or not game passes, but add-ons, or you can reroll your stuff, like trait. The traits can add or debuff your bay depending. The face bolt is cosmetic. Specials are what you use to attack with. And then this is just to get your colors changed, like this. And it disappeared. Oopsie. But this is what would happen when you get a bay spirit, as you can see right there. But now that we're back here, that is the thing you will find around the map if you want to spawn Ryuga. It's called Dark Essence. You will have to have 3 in order to spawn Ryuga. But I do need a target to kind of show you. As you can see, there is Base Spirit. You get that at like 750 BE, I believe. It's either you get Base Spirit or Rage at that. But yeah, and Rage will make you stronger. And a special move, you hit Z for. As you can see, they all do something different, but that's just that one. And then there's Rage, which will just make your base stronger, but you have to recharge them, obviously, and it is X to do that, and it's C to activate your Rage. And change modes is only usable with defense types, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, but if I didn't say it already, the best way to get bay points is leveling up. But if you don't want to level up using the rocks, you can easily get bay points from other players. You can get a lot from like high level, so it's not too bad. There is it's like a big map, but a good amount of it doesn't really have anything important to it. So, but over here you can have your bay part bag. It will have everything you buy in it. If it's your first time joining, it might be bugged initially when you join, so you have to leave and rejoin so you can see what pieces you have. But that's about it. I will probably create a video showcasing all the special moves and Evo'd special moves to tell you, or to show you guys what they are. But that's gonna probably be it for the video. I'll see you guys later.